Hello everybody, this is the Oracle. You can look up the meaning in the dictionary later. I'm about to give you some guidance and wise words on how to tackle your BCP better. I have looked at all your submissions and you by now should have received the comments from all the mentors. A lot of good work has been done, thank you for that, and quite a few have got to grips with what is research. All we're looking for now is to put some method in the madness, which is the reason why you would be asked by your mentors to resubmit in the same format which you did earlier. It's very important that you understand the format, because that's one of the reasons perhaps why some of the ideas are not linking together as it should. The problem statement. The problem statement is nothing but the internal reason why that particular problem has happened. If there is a need to do some new product launch, you need to ask what has happened to the profitability. If it's a question of increasing the profitability, you need to ask what has changed within the company. If it's looking at a new strategy, you need to ask what has happened in the top management. Has the overall company strategy changed? These are more incisive questions which are limited to the company itself, because there are a lot of problems which happen because of certain shortcomings in the company, and the company, having realized that, is now looking to consultants like yourselves to take a look at where the problem lies. Once you have this button down, the second slide is nothing but then looking on the outside, the external environment, and this could be anything. It is not only competitors, it's also regulation, it's also the economy. So this gives you a lot of scope to go beyond just the simple problem limited to the company. Now most of the projects bar one, I think, are all supplier side problems or opportunities. Therefore, you need to see for every supplier there's a buyer. So it's very important for you to, at this stage in this slide, mention what would be perhaps the influence of the buyer, and is he influencing the seller in such a way that there is now a need to either relook at new products, increase the profitability, make a more efficient supply chain, etc. And these are all the problem statements which you have been given. It is important at this stage to look at the four questions which I have put there, meaning what is happening around the problem, opportunity, which is usually a quick look at the competition. And what you think is happening is what is your understanding, having linked to all the other external factors which are happening. Now what is not happening is a sort of a gap analysis. Perhaps, for instance, you can see that the company has not looked at the buyer side at all, and which is usually most of the cases. And this, as a succession of questions, then yields some direction which leads you towards the basic argument. You can only guess at this point what the real problem lies. You cannot actually think that this is the problem, because at the end of the day you may have more than one view on this. A lot of the submissions have done some thinking, have asked perhaps the right questions, but in almost all the cases the logic is not flowing from the first slide to this slide, which means you must go from the internal to the external and start linking up. So between both you would have had enough sort of discovery attempts to realize where you want to go. We then go on to the research statements and research questions. You now need to look at the yellow balloon, and therefore it's very, very important that you actually think strategically as to what the research statements would be. A lot of you have come up, I have to say, with excellent research statements, but they sort of hang in the middle. They should follow in terms of a theme or a thought from the previous two slides. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you when you start writing to be able to link your thought processes together. Quite a few have done a very nice format in which you have put the research statement on a left side column and you followed it up with research questions on the right hand column. Very, very nice. I would recommend most of the groups, if not all, to attempt to do that. I have set down a few parameters here which are, again, I repeat, are as follows. Define the topic, define the direction of your research, which is where the literature review will follow, and define whether you are interested in the what, where, when, or why. These are questions you need to ask. What is happening? Where is it happening? When is it happening, or why is it happening? And then this will yield a lot of thoughts which you scatter onto a table, which is the next slide, which is the concept map, and then you sit together as a group and brainstorm and see what are the linkages are. There's some of the linkages may not happen, so you move those research statements out. Therefore, logically then, the last bit of your thinking is, once you've gone through all the slides, to have these sort of research statements lying on a big table. And one good way of doing it is probably write it down on pieces of paper and literally put it on the table and keep rearranging them till you have a theme, and chuck others which you think are not very important. Well, that's it really. You would be asked by your mentors to resubmit into this format again, and therefore please this time follow this format very, very rigidly in terms of the subheads, the questions being asked, so that your thinking is very critical and very true. It's very, very important that we get this right at this stage, because once you have found the direction and the theme and have agreed with your mentor, the rest of it is pure research in terms of looking at a review of literature, looking at what are the various positions that come up, directions, etc. And then you have a full basket of possibilities which then you pick and choose depending on the theme which you would have agreed here at this stage to actually sort of defend the statement which you're going to make in terms of direction or the implications. Or never talk about solutions. You're not in the solution game. You are looking at possibilities, perspectives, directions. Right then, this is that's it for now, and hope to speak to you again. I will be doing these sort of small videos to help you along, and best of luck.